As we approaching our 50th anniversary this year, the most significant milestone for SIRIM is to be recognized by the government and by the consumers that we are the qualified testing, inspection and certification agencies for the countries. And this year alone, we have done for 20,000 people that we have trained up to this year. And we are very proud that we have so engaged with 10,000 companies that we have do intervention for R&D. So we wanted to make sure that we can do a lot of intervention. And I hope that by the year end, the next 5 years especially, we can do at least 50,000 companies that we do intervention every single year. All in all, I think 50th anniversary, we have grown up into a matured organization. And I'm sure that moving forward, we can leave a legacy behind to see that SIRIM is now able to go global as well. Interestingly, during our first year of engagement in China, we got more than 1,000 customers subscribing to SIRIM services. China, I have always called this one as the dragon of the economies, and I said we don't want to forget India as well, being the elephant and the dragon of economies. SIRIM, I'm proud to say that we are already in China today, and we are looking to going global in other countries as well in the next few years. And can you imagine when we are automating most of our processes, the dependence on foreign laborers will be less. We're doing a lot of research now from different places where we share knowledge, we share different outcomes of research to make our products. So SIRIM is encouraging new ideation, new knowledge sharing. In fact, we are also proposing an IP sharing for all as well, an open IP sharing. So this is a new concept because IP is safeguarded heavily by many industries, many companies. But if we can share IP openly, so if we can create new products of these IPs, then the countries can create values of the IPs that is being created. We are trying to find ways to commercialize IPs. It's no longer owning IPs as a sexy something, but if we can have an open IP sharing facilities or platform, we can ensure the intellectual properties can be growing much faster. There are 600 million people living in ASEAN, and there are developed nations and also less developed nations in ASEAN. And there are also plenty of opportunities if we can put this network together. And as we speak today, Malaysia is chairing ASEAN for this year, and we are very happy to see that how can we continue to support the governments and then assisting the ASEAN member countries, especially the least developed countries, with our technology diplomacy, with our standard diplomacy, with our innovation in diplomacy. If we can do all of this, Malaysia will no longer be the followers, but will be the leaders for technology in the countries. And importantly, we want to make sure that innovation is not just a buzzword, it is something being practiced in all these nations, and they can create values out of knowledge. That's why we emphasize on innovation of any system of any countries. And SIRIM is promoting innovation as the key products from SIRIM. And our motto of best partner for innovation is the testament that we want to make sure that the countries has their own innovation and local products to be developed. By then only we can be self-sustained, but then only we can create our own values. SIRIM in the next 50 years, we want to make sure that it remains relevant to the communities, to the governments, and to all our stakeholders. The main important thing that whenever they look at our SIRIM marks, they trust that marks as a safety marks. So the legacy of SIRIM marks is like it's a trusted legacy mark for safety. The next 50 years, we want to make sure that we are going global. So the next legacy is that we are competing globally, and one day that when you are buying something in France or in London, you can looking for SIRIM marks and you can know that this is something that you want to buy as well. So SIRIM wanting to have that legacy of going global, no longer a jago kampung in Malaysia, but you can see these products can be found anywhere in any stores internationally. Hopefully in Antarctica, in Greenland, in any part of the world, in Africa, SIRIM marks is everywhere, is recognized and is accepted by consumers all over the world. And that should be our legacies for the future. In SIRIM, we have 3 key customers: the government, the industry, and the society. So these 3 customers must be able to recognize what is their benefits. If they don't see the benefits of SIRIM, we are not relevant to them. So the societal benefits remain the same, that whenever they look for products, they can trust that product, that they want to buy their products. SIRIM become part of their ecosystem. I want to see in the future that SIRIM is part of the entire society. Our neighbors know what we do. They can come in, they can use our facilities. It's no longer something taboo, something that is so distant that they do not know what we do inside this campus. I envision that we have an open campus. People can come in, people can go, they can walk here. This is more like Silicon Valley of the future, where they can come in and do their own R&D. You never know, there are good new ideas that come from society. And if they can use our facilities, come up with new ideas, you never know. Maybe one day there are new inventions that come from SIRIM through our society. And that's why we see SIRIM and society must work together hand in hand. We want to make sure that whenever they look at SIRIM, they know that we are their partners for innovation, we are their partners for technologies. And whenever they have issues on development in terms of technology intervention, we want them to remember SIRIM to become their partners for technology development. As I said earlier on, SIRIM is the technology partners for the industries, and that should be our motto. And we want industries to become, whenever they have issues, when they have something to be developed, SIRIM is the first companies that comes to my mind to assist them in all developments. SIRIM is also a commercial company, and we are blessed. We have this 1 billion ringgit revenue target to be achieved by 2030. We wanted to see that we are working closely with government agencies and departments because there are changes in regulations that we are addressing today. But if we can work with the government agencies for the benefit of the governments, for the industries and the societies, I think we can have a huge, better ecosystem for the industries to grow in the country.